Here we go again, fellas. Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, here we go again. How are you? I'm opening phone so that I can stay up with your comments and I see everything. Opening phone so that I can stay up with your comments and I see everything. Yep. So I actually let me do something here. Yes. Today we will talk a bit about the grammar. Now, I have been informed that I need to address present and past simple and the differences between them. Now, as basic understanding between present and past simple is present, something happened now, or something is going to happen. يعني it's now. It's the time for now. It's the time for present. And past is something already happened before. Now, I talked about the past tense before, and those are my big notes. Big notes for past. And I made also a live stream about it. So make sure that you go into the playlist of Justenglish on YouTube and check the past tense, and you can see I don't believe that there is differences between present simple and past simple, because it's quite different, especially when you use it. Anyhow, this is a present simple. This is BBC Learning English, BBC Console Learning English. It's an amazing website. You must go and check it out. Present simple. Okay, so this is a beginner level. That's your level, guys, elementary. The present tense is base form for the verb. I work in London. It's like I ask you, where are you working? I work in London. Now, the present is very easy. I didn't use nothing, just the base form of the verb. Infinitive. Not second verb, not third verb, first verb. Present using the first. Past using the second verb. Okay? Present using the first verb. Past using the second verb. I work in London. Now, here comes a note. But with the third person singular, third person, he, she, it, only he, she, it, we add s. Okay? So the present is not that difficult. All you need to do is to make sure that your verb is infinitive, which means your verb, first verb, the base form of the verb. As here he say, the base form of the verb. Work. I work in London. I play tennis. Okay? But if you use he, she, it, if you use this, you need to put s for the third person singular. Now, third person singular, I don't know how to translate it in Turkish, but for third person, okay? So if you use he, she, it in a sentence in cümle, he, she, it, must present simple, sadece present simple, must verb s. She works in London. She works in London. I work in London. She works in London. Now, don't be confused. Kafa karışık yok yani. Çünkü yavaş yavaş present simple yani zor değil. Tamam mı? Present simple questions. Look at this question. Let's look at the question, guys. Do you play piano? Do you play piano? Aynı. play. First verb. Tamam. You, I. Yani it, he, she, s sadece. Şu an do you play the piano? Do you play the piano? Exactly, Mr. Kadir. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for participation. Where do you live? Where do you live? Okay? Live. This is the verb. Our verb is, yeah. Does Jack play football? Does Jack play football? Now, we are talking about Jack. Yes? Jack. So he. But because this is a question, the S for third person goes here. Does. Does Jack play football? Does. You can say, do Jack plays football? Çok yanlış. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Najat. Does Jack play football? Does Jack play football? Present. Okay? The S for third person, we put it here. You see? Does. Does. Okay, guys? Because it's a question. Where does he come from? Where does he come from? You can say, where do he comes from? Yanlış. I will understand you, but it's yanlış. Grammarly yani. So, does Jack play football? Does Jack play football? Where does he come from? Where does he come from? Remember, if it was a question, you can't put S here. You will put S by using do, does, and others. Okay? If he, she, it, we use does. He, she, it. Because, as we said here, we must use the third person S. Okay? That's in a question. So, and so on. Does Jack play football? Where does he come from? Do Rita and Angela, oh, what's it? Do Rita and Angela live in Manchester? Rita and Angela. Now you say to me why we didn't use S. Çünkü Rita and Angela. Yok. Rita and Angela, iki. They live. Do they live in Manchester? They, you, I, we don't use S. Sadece it, he, and she. Okay? Do Rita and Angela live in Manchester? You can say, does Rita and Angela live in Manchester? You can't do that. Because Rita and Angela, iki tane, they. Okay? Here, where do they work? Where do they work? Where do they work? Bu, aynı. Can you see here? Where do they work? They, Kim. Maybe Jack and Michael. Okay? So aynı. Do here, do here. Does yok. Çünkü they and you, they, you, I, we use do. Normal verb. First base form verb. First verb. He, she, it. I'll repeat so much. We use do, does to make a questions with the present symbol. Yani, if you see present symbol and you want to make a question, think of where, what, ama think of do and does. Do and does. Çok önemli, okay? Some students forget the fact that we can use do and does for a question. Tamam? This is very important. You need to understand that present simple have does and have do. Does Jack play football? Do Rita and Angela live in Manchester? We can use that. We use does for third person. As I say, do, we use es, does, he, she, it. Do for the others. The same process. Okay? We use do, does with question words like where, what, and when. the other use. So you can use do only, sadece do, question, or what and where in a question. But I believe here, yeah, you can't. Yeah, I believe that. You see, look here, can you look here up, fellas? Let's go look here. I highlighted that for you. First sentence is, do you play the piano? Where do you live? So do and where, any question, where, what, when, we use do and does. So we use do and does with question word like where, what, and when. Eine. Where do Angela, Rita live? What does Angela do? Look, Angela, sadece, Angela. So we put S for the third person singular. When does Rita usually get up? So first one, bir tane. Where do Angela and Rita live? Okay. Second one, sadece Angela. What does Angela do? Then sadece Rita. When does Rita usually get up? But questions with who often don't use do or does. Okay? Yani sadece who, you can't use do or does. Like example here. Who lives in London? Who, you can't say who do live in London. You can't. Who does live in London? You can't say that. Who lives in London? Who plays football at the weekend? Who works at Liverpool City Hospital? Here are some useful questions. Try to remember them. This is questions that it's kalıp. Yani you can use them over and over and over. Where do you come from? Mesela I come from another country. You ask me, where do you come from? Where do you come from? Second one, do you come from Italy? Do you come from Spain? Where do you live? Where do you live? Do you live in Trabzon? Do you live in Trabzon? What work do you do? What work do you do? Do you like football? Do you like football? Do you like rugby? Rugby, it's very vicious, aggressive football game in America. So, do you like rugby? Okay. Do you know anyone who can help me with mathematics? Can you find anyone? Do you know anyone? It's like this. So those are kalıp. You can use them anywhere with anyone, asking him about something that you want to know about in the current situation. Okay, we will do those stuff together. I love those exercises. I adore those exercises. So, number one. Now, I need your help, guys. Okay? So, we have number one here. A. Gap. You live in a house or a flat. I live in a flat in London near my college. Which one? Do, does, do. Which one? They are different. Do, does. So do or does? What do you think? Thank you. We take do here. We put it here. Perfect. Moving on. What is a flat? What is a flat? What is a flat? Can you tell me? What is a flat? I want synonym. I want synonym. Yani flat aynı kelime, different meaning. Fark. Flat or thank you Mr. Ali. Ama bu yanlış. Bu Türkçe. Türkçe ha? Apartment. Apartment. Doğru ama in English. Apartment doğru. Apartment. Apartment. Okay. Second one. You live alone. Do or does? You live alone. Do or does? Do you live alone? Do you? Okay. Second one. No, I don't. I share the flat with my brother. 3. He go to the same college as you. What we put number 3? Number 3, beautiful people. What can we put? Does. Indeed. Here we go, does. No, he's a bit older than me. He's got a job. No, he's a bit older than me. He's got a job. 4. You work at the weekend. You work at the weekend. What we put here? Do. Here we go. Nice and smooth. Now cevap. Yes, I work in a cafe on Saturday and Sunday mornings. Okay. Yes, I work in a cafe on Saturday and Sunday mornings. Number 5. You have a girlfriend at the moment? At the moment. At the moment. This is how you know it's present. At the moment. Now. Present time. It's not that difficult, guys. So what we write? Correct? Of course. I do. Her name's Adele. I do. Her name's Adele. Now, do you know, guys, who's Adele? Have you ever heard of Adele? Adele? Who knows Adele? Come on. Give me one of her songs, please. One of her songs. Anyone know Adele? She's very famous British singer. She's actually spectacular. Give me a name of her, one of her songs. Can you tell me a name? British singer, yes. Give me a name, the one of her songs. Give me one of her songs. Someone Like You, yes. Hello from the Other Side. You know? She's amazing. She's amazing, yes. Moving on. 6. She's very beautiful. Hello. My voice not that good, but you know. Okay, 6. She come from London. She come from London. Of course, the last one. What we write? Does. Thank you. Does she come from London? Now, the answer, cevap. No. She's from Scotland, but she came here to study. No. She's from Scotland, but she came here to study. Now we will press finish and we will check our answers. Now I am doing a present for beginners because it's elementary. This is elementary, so you know. So second one. This one we don't have any choices. Let's read the question. Grammar reference present simple question 2. Can you remember the questions from the last activity? Write the correct words. Okay. Okay, number 1. What we should write here, fellas? What we should write here? In a house or flat? What do you think we should write here, guys? I live in a flat. It's correct. No. Number 1 here. What we should write here? We should write something. Yes. Jawab is I live in a flat in London near my college. So we are making a questions. Do you live? Do you? Okay. Do you? Let's write it. We have to be careful. It must be capital because it's the first letter and it's question. So, do you live? Do you live In a house or a flat. Nice. I live in a flat in London near my college. Next. Number 2. No, I don't. I share the flat with my brother. What we write here, number 2, what we should write. Beautiful people, what we should write. Do you live? Do you live? Do you live? Because it's you. If we say he, we say does he live alone? It's like this. Okay. Do you live? Do you live? Correct. Number 3, beautiful people. Number 3. Blank. To the same college as you. No, he's a bit older than me. He's got a job. So what do we write here, beautiful people? To the same college as you. What we should write? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Does he? Doğru. Ama the verb. Do we need verb? Yes. Does he go? But we have to be careful here. It must be capital. We must capitalize the first letters. Remember? First hour we talk about capitalization. We must capitalize first letters. No, he's a bit older than me. He's got a job. Number 4, beautiful people, hit me. Hit me and give me your answers. Hit me. Give me your answers. 4. At the weekend. Yes, I work in a cafe on Saturday and Sunday morning. Do you work at the weekend? Capitalize the first letter. Do you work? Cool, cool, cool. So, do you work at the weekend? Yes, I work in a cafe on Saturday and Sunday morning. Number 5. A girlfriend at the moment. Do you work? Yes. Number 5. A girlfriend at the moment. Let's capitalize. Do you have? Do you have? I do. Her name's Adele. Last question here. 6. What do you think we should write? Does she live? Huh? No. No. Does she live from London? No. That's mantık yok yani. Does she doğru. Ama live yanlış. Yes. Miss Esma. Does she come from London? Because cevap. Yes. Because cevap is no. She's from Scotland, but she came here to study. Maybe we are wrong. We don't know. We will write. We will see. Okay? So, capitalize. Does he... Does she come? Now, we finish all those questions, 6. Now we will press on finish here. And we will check if we are right or wrong. Are you ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. 100%. I'm very proud of you right now. 100%. Okay, the second one. We will put in order. You do live where? You do live where? You do live where? Put it in order for me. Put it in order. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 items remaining. Where do you live? Where do you live? Next. What do you? That's funny. Now that's funny. What do you? Okay. Where do you live? Correct. Question mark. Don't forget question mark. Önemli. Yes. So this one. This one. What do you do? What do you do? Next. You do work start what time? Correct. Perfect. So proud of you fellas. Perfect. You do work start what time? What? double edge. Like what? Okay. You do work start what time? What's the appropriate what time do you work start? No, yanlış. What time do you work? No. Yes. Mr. Veldan, Mr. Kadir, doğru. Doğru, evet. Miss Esma, Mr. Murat, yanlış. Remember, the order is important. So what time? What? What time do you start? Do you start work? What time do you start work? From where do you come? Sorry? What time do you start work? It's perfect. You have here the verb and you have here, sorry, the subject and the verb and sorry, this is yes. Where do you come from? Where do you come from? Come from another island in Maldives, you know, it's Long Island. Okay, moving on. Visit, hometown, you, how often or how often do your. Put it in order for me, please. You can do it. How often do your Miss Merve? How often do your visit home? No, yanlış. YouTube? Yes. Let's read your. Where do you come from? No, this is old. Merve, how often do you visit hometown? No, yanlış. Sorry. Not YouTube. Well, you said YouTube. I don't know. How often do you visit hometown now? How often do you visit your hometown? Correct, Mr. Ali. How often do you visit your hometown? How often do you visit your hometown? Perfect. Perfect. Now, don't forget the question mark. Even when you write in live, question mark important. How often do you visit your hometown? Çok güzel. Now, and sisters do have. Brothers, you how many? Kolay ya, kolay. Let's do it. Where is your answers? I'm about to kill all of you. I will kill you all. Where is your answers? Oh, Mr. Ali. How many do you have brothers and sisters? How many do you have ancestors? What? How many do you? Okay, let's do it together. Let's do it together. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Who wrote this one? How many? It's very fun. It's very fun, yes? Look, don't stick. Remember, brothers and sisters. Okay? How many brothers and sisters do you have? How many brothers and sisters do you have? Very, very entertaining. Very entertaining. Okay, moving on. Okay, for last time. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Moving swiftly on. Okay, we have 2 items left. Spend, your, do, how, free time, you. Give me this one. Mr. Murat, don't be angry. It's okay, it happens. It happens. Mistakes can occur, can happen. How do you spend your free time? Nice, nice, smooth. Very good, Mr. Veldon. How? Mr. Veldon. Well done. Wow. Mr. It's like well done. Well done. Fascinating. Fascinating. Okay. How do you spend your free time? How do you spend your free time? How do you spend your free time? Perfect. Moving swiftly on. Swiftly and very fastly on. Paradise Child. That's the meaning of your name. Well, it's very beautiful, man. Very beautiful. Okay. Football team. Support. You. Do. Which. Hit me. Hit me with the question. Orange juice is the best. Okay. Suçu? Suçu ne ya? Suçu is which? Okay. Okay, perfect. Which football team do you support? Which do you football team support? Yes. Which football team do you support? Okay. I will press finish so we will see our answers. Doğru yanlış. Okay? Oh, look, çok güzel. Ama you have problem. Let me read here. You have problem with brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. It killed you guys. Look, brothers and sisters, here we have. How many do you brothers and sisters? Bu yanlış. Çok yanlış. How many do you have brothers and sisters? Mr. Ali yanlış. Mr. Veldan, how many do you brother and sisters have? You like this is brother is singular, not plural. So brothers, and it's yanlış yani. How many do you have and sisters? You just Mr. Kadir, he just forgot brothers. He just boş ver yani. Evet. Very good, very good, very good. Let's check Mr. Who's that? Huh. Mr. Gravotechnic, like gravity and technology, I think. How many do you have brothers and sisters? How many do you have brothers and sisters? Yanlış. How many do you brothers and sisters they have? How many brothers and sisters do you? It's fascinating. Okay, be careful, okay? How many brothers and sisters do you have? How many brothers and sisters do you have? It's very fun for me. I don't know about you. Okay, present simple. This is the last one. Can you remember the questions from the last activity? Read, person, piece, answer, and then write the correct question. Here, completely different question. We must write a question. A whole different question. I live in Cardiff in Wales. Wales is part of UK, United Kingdom. I live in Cardiff in Wales. What the question should be? What we should write? Perfect. Let me capitalize it. Where do you live? Smooth, nice, perfect. Okay. Where do you live? I live in Cardiff in Wales. I'm an accountant. What is the question? Perfect, perfect. Where do you live? Perfect. Now, number 2. I'm an accountant. Accountant, muhasib. I think Turkish. What do you do? Nice and smooth. What do you do? Very good. Number 3. Usually at about 9 o'clock. Usually at it's correct. What do you do? Yes. Oh. Okay, I'm back here again. The live stream just stopped. Weird. Usually at about 9 o'clock. So what we should write here, fellas? Usually at about 9 o'clock. Okay, that's nice. What time do you wake up? Okay, what time do you wake up? It's also good, Mr. Murat. What time do you start? What time do you start your work? What time you start work? What time do you start work? Which one? You help me, I help you. Hangi. What time do you wake up or work? Well, the questions are correct, but we will move on and we will see. We check that out because our time is very tight. I was born in Teneby. Where do you born? Where do you born? Where do you born? Do you think this is a present or past? He say I was born in Teneby. So which one? Where are you from? Or where are you from? Or where do you born? Where do you born is, it must be where did you born? Yes. Where do you born? Why, where do you born? Oh. Mr. Murat, yok. Mr. Murat. Where did you born? Yok. Because did is the past, so born infinitive, normal. Okay. Where did you born? Okay, perfect. Moving on, number 5. Your hometown. Yes, Mr. Murat, you can't use ed and you used did. So, did you born? Where did you born? Yes. Okay. Where were you born? It can be. Miss Esma. Where were you born? It can be. It can be correct. We will check. Now, we have here. Yes. How often do you visit? Perfect, Mr. Kadir. Perfect. Çok kolay gelsin. Mr. Murat, sorun değil. How often do you visit? How often? Often is British. Often is American. So often sorun değil. You're welcome, sir. Now, 6. I don't have any. I'm an only child. So what is the question? The question that made you completely yanlış. Remember? This is the question. I don't have any. I'm an only child. So what is the question? How many siblings do you have? That's absolutely correct. But the siblings is actually brothers and sisters. So here the question, what we will write is how many Miss Esma yanlış. How many brothers and sisters do you have? This is the question. Thank you, Mr. Najat. That was perfect. How many brothers? By the way, guys, siblings. Mr. Najat, he wrote, how many siblings do you have? Siblings, which mean brothers and sisters. This is synonym. Yani different word meaning for you. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I don't have any. I'm an only child. Number 7. Okay, 7 guys. Before we close the live stream, do you like football? I love rugby. I don't play, but I watch. No. If you say, do you like football? He must say, I don't like football, but I love rugby. But he say here, I love rugby. So he's talking about sport in general, maybe. What do you think? It can be. Do you like rugby? Do you love rugby? Do you love? It can be. Correct, yeah, it can be. Do you love rugby? Do you? Oh, where is the you? I'm discombobulated. Do you love rugby? I love rugby. Oh, but this is question. Can you play rugby? No. Can you play? No. You can say, what type of sport do you like? Or what type of sport do you love? Like this. What type of sport do you love? I love rugby. It can be. Yes. I love rugby. I don't play, but I watch. They're the Welsh team, of course. 8. What is that? What is the what we should write there? Yes. What team do you support? What team do you support is more general. Mr. Murat, I feel like you are very, very tired. Can you play rugby? Yok. No. Remember, this is a present. So do. Haha, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Kadir. Oh my god. Which team do you support? The Welsh team, of course. Okay, now we will check our answers. I believe we have little mistakes, but no problem there. We are learning. Okay, let's check. Finish. Okay, we have mistakes. We have 4 mistakes. 4. Now this is about the grammar, but in the same time, if cümle yanlış, hepsi yanlış. Yani sadece grammar yok yani. Okay, let's check. Champion Beşiktaş. Evet. Okay. We have number 3. Let me write them down. Number 3 is wrong. Let's see. Number 3 is wrong. 4 is wrong. And 7 and 8. 7 and 8. Now let's see what's our mistakes. I will reveal the answers now. 3 is this. What time do you start work? Our question grammarly correct, but they want the same sentence before. So no problem, okay? 4, where do you come from? Okay? Where do you come from? 4, where do you come from? This is our mistake. 7 and 9 yanlış. So 7, how do you spend your free time? How do you spend your free time? You see, those questions are more general. Okay? Very general. How do you spend your free time? And 8 is also yanlış. So we have, which football team do you support? So it was doğru. Which team do you support? We just need to put football. Okay? Our grammar is good. Okay? When my teacher claps, the sound bumps look like it explodes. Okay. Yes. Explosion. Yes. Okay. Okay, beautiful people. I need to finish. Absolutely welcome, Mr. Najat. Absolutely welcome. I need to wrap up the lesson, and I wrapped it up very well. And because we've got a lesson after that, so please, this is a present tense. Practice it. Check BBC Console Learning English, and also check past grammar. I did grammar past B2 if you want to check it out. There is so much differences, not so much difference between present simple and past simple, but there is differences between past simple and present perfect. We will talk about it one day, hopefully. Now, make sure to stay at home, please. Stay at home. Be safe. Stick with your loved ones. Stick with your family. And please have a spectacular day at home. Be productive. Be there. Study hard. Practice. Thank you so much for being here. And see you on another live stream. Thank you so much. Don't forget, subscribe our YouTube channel and make sure you like and comment. Thank you so much. Any questions, please write them down on the live comments here or after the video is posted. Thank you so much and have a spectacular, wonderful day.